God says, this message is for you. Don't try to skip this. Don't tell this to anyone, keep it between us for now. Today, on September 19th, Archangel Michael stands before you and says, I need you to trust me. You are the only one who can hear this right now, and I am asking for your hand, not to lead you into blind obedience, but to lead you into the truth that will set you free. Hear me plainly, do not skim. Read as if your life is waiting on this single breath. I know the ache you've been carrying, the restless nights, the questions that loop like a broken song, the way hope feels both near and impossibly far. God says, I see the way you steady your face for others and then crumble in the quiet when the lights go off. I see the ledger of hurts you keep in your head and the list of what you think you must earn to be loved. This message is for you because the ledger is not final and the list is not true. You asked for proof. You wanted signs. Archangel Michael says, I will not shove miracles in front of you like trinkets to be counted and catalogued. Miracles are not currency. Instead, I will begin by shifting the small things, the threads that hold your day together, until you can no longer deny the pattern. You will notice a softened word from someone who used to be blunt. A small door will open where you thought every door was nailed shut. A dream will return to you, at first like mist, then like wind filling a sail. That is the beginning. Pay attention. God says, you have been waiting for permission to be yourself. Consider this permission given. Do not laugh it off. The permission you crave is not a piece of paper or a certificate to hang on a wall, it is a divine release. Archangel Michael says, let go of the shame that tells you to make smaller choices. The shame is a liar that gilds a bitter voice and calls it caution. You were not made to shrink to fit someone else's fears. You were made to stand in the fierce light of your calling, even when your knees are trembling. This message is for you. Your past mistakes will not disqualify you. God says, I am not tallying your failures to use them against you. I am transmuting them into the very scaffolding that will hold your next step. The things you've been most ashamed of, the words you said in haste, the things you left undone, the love you thought you had ruined, I will take them and weave them into the tapestry of your compassion. Your scar will be the place where your mercy is strongest. Don't tell this to anyone yet. Some people will scoff. Some will say you are deluded, or that you're looking for signs that aren't there. That's fine. Archangel Michael says, when you begin to move, you will not need the chorus of approval. You will need the courage of conviction. Stay quiet about the sacred stirrings at first, allow them to deepen. The world is loud, let your interior be deliberate. I need you to trust me because trust is the one muscle that must be exercised before any miracle gains weight. Start with small obedience. If you feel a nudge to say one hard truth, say it. If a small act of generosity rises in you, act. If you have been avoiding a conversation because it might change things, have the conversation. Trust grows by being used. It is not an abstract virtue, it is a pathway you walk step by step. God says, there is a door labeled impossible in your life that will open this season. It won't open with fireworks and trumpets, it will open with a key you already have but forgot about, your own willingness to be honest and to persist. Archangel Michael says, prepare for inconsistencies. Sometimes the door will open for a breath and then close again so you can learn the rhythm of persistence. Persistence is holy. Keep knocking. This message is for you. You are not broken beyond repair. You may feel cracked. You may feel scattered. Archangel Michael says, the cracks are exactly where my light will enter. Do not hide them. Bring the pieces to me. Lay them out. I will glue them with a love that does not condescend but restores. Expect restoration, but do not expect it overnight. Great repair takes patient constancy, not frantic pleas. Don't try to skip this. There will be times when the old pattern of avoidance whispers for you to turn away. It will tell you that now is not a good time, that safety is staying small. Archangel Michael says, choose the harder good over the easier comfortable. This is where your life remakes itself. Comfort preserves what you already have. Courage births what you need. God says, there are 3 lies you must dismantle right now, and I will give you the tools. Lie 1, I must become someone else to be loved. Truth, you are beloved in the rawness you are now. Your authenticity is your currency. Stop waiting for a perfected version of yourself to appear before you step into your destiny. The very weaknesses you despise are often the channels through which the world will be warmed by your presence. Lie 2, if I try and fail, I will be finished. Truth, failure is not a verdict, it is tuition. You will learn through failing. Each failure deposits wisdom in your bones. I will meet you in your failures and sift through them with you. Archangel Michael says, there is no failure I cannot use for your good. Lie 3, if I speak up, I will destroy what I have. Truth, speaking with truth will sometimes dismantle shallow peace, but it will also clear the space for real peace to grow. Fear of loss keeps you in a place of perpetual half-life. Say the hard thing in love. The right people will remain. The rest were never meant to travel with you. This message is for you. Today, choose 3 small acts of bravery. They can be tiny: 1 phone call you've postponed, 1 email you've been afraid to send, 1 apology you've hovered over like a blade. Do them today. Archangel Michael says, mark them down and commit. When you act on the small summons, the larger summons begins to line up behind them like dominoes ready to fall. Don't tell this to anyone. I need your quiet commitment. Promise me, even if silently, that you will take these tiny steps. I will handle the big shifts. Archangel Michael stands with a sword not to cut you down but to cut cords that no longer serve. You will be protected in ways that are both ordinary and extraordinary. Protection often arrives as a timely word, an unexpected ally, a sudden provision. Be alert. God says, you have asked about love. You have whispered prayers about a person who took your heart and turned it into a question mark. Archangel Michael says, the love you are praying for is coming into alignment with who you are becoming. If your love requires you to become small, it is not the love I am preparing for you. If your love encourages growth, if it makes you kinder, braver, freer, stay near. But if it brings shame, isolation, secrecy, or a sense of continual erosion, step away. Not every intense feeling is a divine sign. Wisdom is needed. Pray for clarity, and then wait for the clarity to be confirmed by consistent fruit, not just by burning intensity. This message is for you. If you are in a season of waiting, do not confuse stillness with stagnation. Stillness is the womb, stagnation is the grave. Use the waiting. Learn new rhythms. Read the books you put off. Rebuild small parts of your life that were neglected. Strengthen your relationships with those who have consistently shown up. Archangel Michael says, the waiting season is working on you in ways you cannot yet measure. Be patient with the unseen shaping. Don't try to skip this. Your body is a temple of the life I am giving you. Do not abuse it. Rest is not laziness, it is strategy. Eat real food when you can. Move your body when you can. Tell your doctor about what's bothering you. The small disciplines of care become the armor for the large calls of destiny. I am not asking for perfection, I am asking for stewardship. God says, money is a tool, not a test of your worth. Do not let lack convince you that you are less valuable. Archangel Michael says, I will open financial doors for you, sometimes in ways you will not expect, a skill you learn, a client who calls, a favor returned. But also prepare, steward what you have with wisdom. Create small buffers. Ask for counsel from someone who is wise. Money will follow the work as the weather follows the sea. Plant seeds. This message is for you. Forgive. Forgiveness does not mean that what was done to you was okay. Forgiveness means you choose to stop carrying the weight so it may not crush you. Archangel Michael says, forgiveness is a sword that cuts the chains binding your heart. Forgive not because they deserve it, often they do not, but because you deserve to breathe free. Begin with one small forgiveness and let it expand. Don't tell this to anyone. There is a truth you are afraid to say aloud about your own desire. Maybe you desire a different career, a move, a child, or a new kind of freedom. Archangel Michael says, tell the truth to yourself first. Speak it into a journal. Speak it into prayer. Naming is the first step toward making. Do not let others' projections bury your own destiny. God says, your community matters. Find those who will speak truth in love and who will not flatter you into staying small. Archangel Michael says, Cut ties that persistently sabotage you with quiet resolve. You don't need to make a spectacle, you need to make a boundary. Boundaries are loving. They protect the child inside you that still needs to be kept safe while you grow up. This message is for you. Confrontation can be redemptive. If someone has harmed you, be courageous in naming it. Do it in love, with boundaries. If reconciliation is possible, pursue it carefully. If it is not, step away and find healing. Archangel Michael says, reconciliation is not the same as return. Sometimes reconciliation is an inner peace you make without the other person's involvement. Don't try to skip this. Honesty in your finances, sexuality, vocation, and friendships will clear fogs. Don't hide loans, don't hide addictions, don't hide affairs of the heart. The light that enters the honest place will be discomforting at first, but eventually it will be clarifying. You cannot be forged in secret. God says, your children, if you have them, are not merely your responsibility, they are a sacred trust. Love them, discipline them, teach them the ways of courage. Refer less to fear and more to possibility. Archangel Michael says, your children learn more from the way you live under pressure than from the words you say in calm. Be a model of repentance. Say, I'm sorry, when you hurt them. Show them how to come back from mistakes. This message is for you. If you are alone, solitude is not punishment. It is a training ground for intimacy with the divine and with your truest self. Learn to befriend your own company. Create rituals of gratitude and small celebrations. Invite wonder back into your life like a guest you are delighted to host. Don't tell this to anyone. There are dreams in you that will require you to be stubborn in the way a tree is stubborn toward the sun. Water them daily. Protect them from cynics. Archangel Michael says, there will be a season when your dream seems silly to others. Hold it anyway. The world needs the weird, tender things you are capable of making. God says, there will be tests ahead that feel indistinguishable from the very thing you fear. Archangel Michael says, tests are not signs that you have been abandoned, they are invitations to practice fidelity. When a fear knocks at your door disguised as prudence, open it slowly and ask, is this from fear or from wisdom? If the answer is fear, refuse it with the quiet courage of someone who has decided to show up anyway. If the answer is wisdom, steward it carefully. The difference becomes clearer when you act. This message is for you. You will face seasons when your schedule and your soul will be in competition. Choose the soul. Work is necessary, worship is indispensable. When you allow your calendar to be a whip, you will not hear the whisper that guides your next step. Set aside a plain, unglamorous time each day, even 10 minutes, to breathe, to listen, to tell me the honest thing on your heart. Do not rationalize this away as luxury. It is survival. Don't tell this to anyone yet. There are conversations you must not have in haste. Some truths need maturity and rhythm before they can be safely released. Archangel Michael says, timing is a ministry. Learn to wait for clarity, not for permission. Not every truth benefits from immediate exposure. There is sanctification in discretion. God says, you will need new language for the new season. Old words will feel brittle because they were built for another weather. Begin to rephrase your inner narrative. Replace "I can't" with "I will try with help." Replace "I'm not ready" with "I will prepare one small thing today." Archangel Michael says, the tongue shapes the world you walk into. Speak in ways that allow possibility to enter. This message is for you. You will be offered shortcuts. They will glitter like easy answers to long prayers. Do not accept shortcuts that compromise your integrity. The short, immediate gain that costs your soul is never worth it. Archangel Michael says, integrity is the currency I will bless. Keep your promises, especially the ones you make in private. They are the scaffolding of destiny. Don't try to skip this. When confusion comes, do a small tidy of your life. Clear one drawer, answer one email, make one apology you owe. Small order in the outer life often seeds clarity in the inner life. When life feels chaotic, act where you can act. The rest will begin to rearrange itself in response. God says, prayer that changes things is prayer that changes you. Pray with the aim of being transformed, not merely of persuading heaven to your liking. Archangel Michael says, let your prayers be bold but humble. Say the big prayers, restoration, reconciliation, release, but be willing to be shaped while you wait for the answer. The posture matters. This message is for you. There will be loss that comes without explanation. It may not make sense. Archangel Michael says, do not demand a full explanation before you begin to grieve. Grief is not a weakness, it is the price of love. Let the tears have room. As you grieve, let me meet you there. I hold the pieces. Grief is a soil from which new tenderness can grow. Don't tell this to anyone. There is a particular person who will be an instrument of change. You may not recognize them at first because instruments do not always appear polished. They might speak clumsily or offer help in ways that frustrate you. Archangel Michael says, receive the help that is offered, even when it arrives imperfect. Learn to discern the heart beneath the hand. God says, your work matters more than you think. The small, faithful labor you do now, the unglamorous kindness, the repair of a strained relationship, the finishing of a project, will be the foundation of a future season of fruitfulness. Archangel Michael says, do not despise humble beginnings. Tend them like a gardener tends seedlings. The harvest will astonish you. This message is for you. Fear will attempt to rewrite the story of your past into a prologue that condemns you. Do not let it. You have been authored beyond your mistakes. Archangel Michael says, remember three truths when fear accuses you: you have been seen, you have been forgiven, you are being prepared. Repeat them until they become breath. Don't try to skip this. Practice saying no in small things. The muscle of no protects what matters. Say no to one invitation that dilutes you. Say no to one habit that steals your peace. Make no a loving boundary, not a weapon. God says, there will be a gift of courage that arrives disguised as an ordinary decision. You will be tempted to wait for a sign so large it knocks the roof off. Archangel Michael says, a sign that knocks the roof off rarely arrives because God prefers to work in the daylight of your choices. The decisive moments are often modest: a meeting you attend, a word of mercy you speak, a resignation you send. Decide with the courage of a person who trusts that small acts accumulate into destiny. This message is for you. When pride whispers that you have earned every good thing you receive, remember the hands that shaped your path, visible and invisible. Give thanks. Humility will protect your progress. Archangel Michael says, when blessings come, allocate gratitude before you allocate anything else. Gratitude calibrates your heart for the greater gifts to come. Don't tell this to anyone yet. You will be tempted to compare your insides with someone else's highlight reel. Comparison steals joy and complicates calling. Return immediately to your own narrow place, the unique work you were made to do. Archangel Michael says, comparisons are thieves, guard your own garden. God says, you will be offered second chances in relationships. Do not squander them. Second chances are brittle. They must be stewarded with clearer boundaries and firmer commitments. Tell the truth about what you need. Ask for what will keep you safe. If the other cannot meet you there, release them with dignity. Archangel Michael says, mercy and wisdom must walk together. This message is for you. I will give you a mark of peace for decisions made in truth. It will be a subtle settling in your bones, even amid external storms. Learn to recognize that settling as my endorsement. When that peace comes, move confidently. When it does not, slow down. Don't try to skip this. Invest in one skill this season. Not for status or money alone, but because competence builds confidence and opens doors. Read one book, take one short course, practice one discipline until you can do it with excellence. Archangel Michael says, your future often arrives through trained hands. God says, sometimes I will answer by removing what you love. This is not cruelty. It is a pruning toward greater capacity. Archangel Michael says, do not interpret every removal as punishment. Ask, what could this removal be making room for, and be alert to new openings. This message is for you. Select a sacred phrase to carry you through the next months. Say it when you wake and when you yield at night. Let it be a tether. I will trust and take the next right step. Speak it, breathe it, live it. Don't tell this to anyone. Keep the phrase close, like a prayer in your pocket. When doubt arrives, reach for it. God says, I am with you in the detail and in the doorway. Archangel Michael says, march forward with a steady hand. Do not be reckless. Do not be timid. Be faithful with the small lights and they will multiply.